Okay. So today we have a lesson done by Prof. Darshana Rawal. She is teaching she's from India. She's teaching at the SET University, which is in northwest part of India. The city is called Ahmedabad. We have, let's say, 5 or 6 years collaboration in summer and winter schools that we organize together. And the topic she's working on is geomatics. So whatever is related with the use of map, GIS, and so on. And I asked her to prepare a lesson of regarding the integration or the application of geomatics to tourism. So she has been collecting some project that she has been working on, and some other colleagues have been working on. So I leave. I don't know what was the. I leave to Darshana the word. You have to speak loud.
Yeah.
Very loud. Okay.
Okay.
And very slow.
Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon. Basically, today I'm talking about the geospatial technology. Geospatial technology is basically the location based, and how location can be useful to many applications. So I start with the application done with the student me and Professor Salvatore, that big data, how we can develop the big data analysis for the social web GIS. So we know that there are many platforms of the social media. It's starting from 2004 to right now. It's many application we have it. This MySpace, Twitter, TikTok, WeChat, WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube. So how this platform have capture more millions of the data regarding many things. It's kind of the weather, it's kind of the city, it's kind of the tourism, it's kind of war, anything. So we try, our focus to this project is to identify the geotagged social media data capturing in terms of the tourist dynamics. So objective of this project is to compare and contrast various sources of the social media data available, identify how we can extract the data from that particular site in a usable format, and to identify the current trend of the movement of the people in the study area. Study area we are taking as a one beach of the Indian city of Goa, is located at the southern part of the India, and Miami in US. We take a Miami beach of the US. So starting with the capturing the data, we created a script in a Python. We write a script that allows to download the data from the particular site. So it's created in a Python, and it's downloading in a as a CSV format, separated value format. So this script is understood by the programmer and not the common people who can understand. So we converted this script into executable files so normal people can understand, and then create an interface like this. In this interface, it's collect the data starting from the wherever we need, like 2018, 2019, like that, and starting with the particular date from up to which date we have to download, and put the latitude, longitude of the particular location where we want that city data, and also put the radius of this particular latitude, longitude, either it's a 10 mile, 20 miles or 30 miles. And we also taken care of the various parameters, like if we need to find out some data regarding travel, tourism. So there are so many words used by many people, like travel, vacation, tourist, tourism, like that. Many words are there. So which word can be taken for the extraction of the data? So we take all the words in a one text file in a folder of this program, and these words we can put as an operator like or and, like tourist and travel, vacation and travel, vacation or travel, like that. We put operators of that and take a data and download the data in unstructured format like this. Here you can see the some places it's a comma file, comma are there. We can separate all the commas with the separated value file in Excel. When we download this data, we found out that only 1 or 2% of the entire tweet data have a latitude, longitude of the particular tweets. So this latitude, longitude we use for the geocoding, and we clean the data with the Excel file with the specific column name, and then column, what is the column meaning, like that. In that, you can find it out. These are two places where the latitude, longitude are there. In one place is before this latitude, longitude, you can see the user location. User location means where the people has created their Twitter account. That location, some people hide that, some people are not hide that. Whatever we get the data where this information is there, we take that and we geocoded that city or a country as a latitude, longitude, and the last is where the people has tweeted the particular tweets location. That is considered as a tweets date, latitude, longitude. And we found that not more than 5% data are lost when we are cleaning this data at the time of the preparing the data set. From this data, how we can identify as a Twitter person as a tourist? That here, when we look the user location latitude and tweets location latitude, longitude, Where it's different, we can identify that person as a tourist over that place. So we take a data from 27th February to 11th May 2021 and represent in the map. You can see this southern part here is a Goa beach and Goa city. From that, where the tweets are available, we can identify the people who are coming from where. So people are coming from US, Europe, Southern Africa, Australia, like that. But better visualization, we convert into map, and you can see that darkest blue color of the map, where the people are coming, more people are coming to Goa for the visit. According to when we go for the white, there is no people are coming from to Goa. So when we compare this data, we can see that in March 26, there are more tweets are coming during March 26. So we can say that time more tourists are available in the Goa city. But when we go to the April 9, it's having a low tweets. That means that time it's a COVID second waves are coming, so more people are not prefer to travel. So tweets are going less. Same way, earlier I am comparing the data with the entire world. Now I am comparing this data within India. How much people are coming to Goa to visit, and we identify this different states. We can say province have a different people are coming from that, and when we put in on the map, that we can identify that Goa is here. Nearby two states where darkest blue color are there, that people are more coming from that states to visit the Goa. Similarly, I compare with this tweet with the graph in the within India. We can see that during March 12 to March 19, there are more people are coming, and then it goes to the April, it's going down. So based on this data, we develop this dashboard on the ArcGIS software that you can see this data. It's here it's a Miami, and within the US state, how much people are moving to the Miami state, to Miami from the US state, and here the scenario of India only. So now now when we go for the next application, this application basically how the thousands of millions of the data we can store, because our hard disk and our computer have a smaller space available. How it possible to store? Basically, there is some software like MongoDB is a software that compress the data and put it in a computer memory, and then when we need, we retrieve through the some coding, and then we can use it it's basically format in JSON format, and this software is very reliable to use. So we are taking the data of the Twitter points save file. It's a one-day data only, without any words or constant or any hashtag. We take a one-day data. It's around more than 30,000 data for one day. People are logging in a Twitter. We take that. We can also take the polygon save file and polyline save file line, and then we store this in a with the command using different script and upload in a MongoDB software. When we upload in the MongoDB software, you can see this point, polygon, and polyline, where you can see in a large thing. You can see that point have a x and y. X and y is nothing but the latitude and longitude, and it's a type of the point, and it's a feature name 123 and particular ID. When we create something in a GIS or software, it's automatically take a auto ID of that particular location. So this ID is generated by automatic. So when we look for the polygon, it's take when we start starting from the end point, it's have a multiple vertex. One point is called as a vertex that is created a their own location, and then this whole polygon have a starting is a x minimum, end is a x maximum upper side, and lower side it's the y minimum, and y maximum is a latitude longitude. So there are four vertex can taken care of in a polygon. Same way in a polyline, the four vertex are taken care. So after uploading the data on the MongoDB, we fetch this data on the map, and we think about what kind of the application we can do with this data, because it's not have any hashtag or anything, just a login data. So, and with the time, which person has login. So we take this data, and then we plot it on a map. Then we create a triangulation network to that polygon. One point connected to other point connected to third point, like that. And then this triangular network where this bigger distance is coming, that we removed because we are not considered for our further application, so we removed that, and smaller polygons we taken care for the further analysis. So after that we find out that how we can identify the digital natural city, that it, because it's this is data is a starting data at the time of the Twitter is coming. So how the digitally expanded the city during the day. So we take a Paris as a study area, and we found out the data is one day data starting from the 9 to 12 hours data. So beginning 4 hours, how the cities look like. When it goes to 8 hours, the city is expanded here, and when we go to the 12 hours, it's more expanded. So how the city is expanding when the login is people are logging in a Twitter. So this is the second. when we talk about the Twitter, it's a global level, and we are talking. But right now, I'm showing the application it's in just at the local level. It's in a campus level of the my SAPT University. A student has developed this application uh, under my guidance, and they win the ISRI first application, first winner as a application developer. So basically, this application aim to develop, because when the new semester, new year started, that time students are coming from the for the admission, and then admission taken care. That time they find out the houses nearby, either it's a rental or hostel or paying guest kind of the things. So what are the nearby location or city available houses in a city that student can search it out through this application. And also the another aim is how student can sharing their vehicle for the vehicle pooling to come to the university and go back. So basically, the old continuing student has filled this their form, because in my university there are 4 to 5 departments. Department-wise, students have filled the form and where they are staying and how much they pay for the rent and how much uh, capacity available in a room, like 2 rooms, 3 rooms, like how much is available, that is put in the form. And student can view the information on the application, like star is a basically university location, and other is I will show you in application. So this is the application where in a front there is a 3 buttons: housing, quick view, and transportation. Quick view is just all information regarding housing, regarding transportation, everything inbuilt in this quick view. When we go to the housing, student can register with their own house, start registering. They can take a photo of their location of the building, inside the house, facility of the house, and then they put it on the map and location they are placing. I'm skipping this part, but and fill the form and submit to the application. All the details they put and submit to the application. How this information we can, if someone wants to search it out, the house, then they go for the house, and then they can see the map. The green one, when I click on the green one, is recommended by university student service offices. That place is better, so they can click on it and identify the contact details, how much cost is that, how much uh, facility available in this area. I like that. And if go in a particular yellow button, then it's particular person's house, so they can also have a detail regarding student in which year they are studying and which department they are studying, and all the details of the facility. are available, and they can contact directly through the phone and then further go for the accommodation. So next part is same way. Registration part is for the sharing the transportation. If some students are coming from somewhere and come to the college, then what kind of the two-wheeler, bicycle, car, what type of vehicle they are coming through, and then is it available for sharing or not? They are putting the detail in a that form, and people are finding through their location where they are staring and find out the detail where if someone is coming from here, like if I explore this is a car, is a bike, and then name of the students, contact detail, is they are sharing the vehicle or not, it's a two-wheeler, and what time they are leaving from the home to university, and what time they are going back to home, they are mentioning. So during that time, if some people are wants to want their vehicle, they can contact that person. So basically, this application right now students are using in a university, and another thing we would like to include in this also with the professor rooms details and other important office details, that if some people are coming from the outside and they want to meet someone, they can directly go to their office in a room. The second application, this is also done by the students group. This is basically this mapping, facility mapping. Facility mapping is nothing but in a room, how much lights are there, how much fans are there, CCTV camera, where is the CCTV camera, that all things are located with the latitude, longitude in a indoor mapping, and give the ID to that particular items. Why this mapping is needed? Because in SEPT University, when something is failed out to work, like if this light is not working, and student has complained this light is not working, but when the person is coming from the repairing, that time the person is not knowing what light is not working. So we give the ID to this light and put in an application that when the person is coming, they knows that this specific light is not working. So that kind of the application we create this mapping. It's all the floors we taken care of, and we also take this with the 3D buildings of the campus, and inside, if you what I am telling, like how develop this, it's a real-time things like lighting, fans, and everything. You can see here like fans, AC, water connection, everything. So this is also published in a on a web base. So you can see lighting, and if I click on this fan, it's give the information where it's located and what is the number of light and at what height it's needed. If height is double, then they can take some ladders or something to take care of that. And it's also based on the map, so location can be taken care. And when I put this facility in, it's a real-time building inside, and it's look like this. Further, this application is to develop. So it's on the construction base. So you can see the facility available in each floor. There is a 4 floor. Even in the underground building also taken care of that. From this data, we generate one application like the how this CCTV camera can help to for the security purpose. And for that, we take this camera details, like what is the product name, how much area they are taken care of, and from that we taken care of how much the view area by the CCTV camera, and what are the area are left. This red area is not taken care of the CCTV camera. So we propose that in this area the new CCTV camera can be placed. So this up to this these are the application of my university. Right now I'm talking this Bhuvan is a tourism application developed by the Indian Space Research Organization, and this application aimed to have a tourist to guide the location nearby the some base city in India and tourist city of India. So I just show you the video how it works. When the login when the go to the portal, select the city where to go, and in that city top destination are list out, and it's also the heritage sites are mentioning, and what are the travel location we can book, and even hotels, nearby hotels, then nearby bus stops, and when we talk about the nearby bus stop, we can also identify when click on this particular bus stop what is the nearby commercial part or hot food food uh, food taken care, then ATMs are there, that can be find out in a particular area. So next application is basically a Mapillary platform. Mapillary platform is basically a crowdsourcing platform. It's developed by the Facebook, and it's generate automated map using the data collection through the camera. So the camera is not specific camera, it's taken by any user. Like we go to the any road and then take a photograph, that can be used for that mapillary person. So it's either from a mobile, either from the car, either from the any camera. That photo can be uploaded on the mapillary site, and mapillary site have a machine learning and object detection method. That method they are identify some important location, like from the photograph they identify the cables, lighting poles, traffic signs, traffic locations they identify and put the location on the map like this. And how it works, I just run the 2 minutes.
We need more from our maps than ever. From ride services to deliveries, autonomous vehicles, and disaster relief efforts. We depend on knowing what is where at any given moment. Unfortunately, the maps that power all of these services are limited. They're only as helpful as the data that was used to make them. And accessing accurate map data is incredibly complex. First, their scale. We need detailed location data from pretty much every place on the planet. Street signs, points of interest, or where the loading dock is. And there's no way to get that level of data from satellite images alone. The second challenge is freshness. The world is changing far too fast for any single mapping company to keep up. These challenges lead to bad map data and outdated maps, which causes real problems, from late deliveries to losing precious time in a crisis. That's where Mapillary comes in. Mapillary is the collaborative, street-level imagery platform that lets anyone access the data they need for making better maps. The Mapillary platform allows anyone with any kind of camera, like a smartphone or an action cam, to easily capture street-level imagery. Those images are uploaded to Mapillary and automatically analyzed with computer vision technology to detect all kinds of features, from road markings to traffic signs. All of the data and underlying imagery are available to anyone through Mapillary to provide information about what is where, everywhere. This massive body of images and data can be used to validate existing maps and to update and improve any kind of map for all kinds of needs, like making the navigation apps you love more accurate, or cities running more heavy signage, faster deliveries, or helping people get from A to B faster. In other words, Mapillary helps everyone make better maps.
So, if we go to the Mapillary site, we can see the entire world, most of the area can covered by Mapillary. And I just zoom to the one area where this point I start to drive and look the area how it's look like nearby. And when I start here, when I walking through the particular road, it's showing me the both side of the images. So how it's look like, then I can go with the correct way or not, I can find it out. And even this photos who are uploaded, Mapillary is credit to that person with this this Rawan 91, and you can see the where when he is uploaded. Shravan is my student, so we can find it out how it works. Even we can upload the data on that also. So another thing is that every country have a one national hero. So in India, Mahatma Gandhi is one of the most famous and popular national hero for our independence. So Government of India has decided to develop their Gandhian heritage portal for that. So they developed a portal with their own writing letters, scan and put it as a digital. Even they scan it the books what he write and their experience during the independence, and they put in that site. And this is the heritage sites are putting on the web with their born site to where they are moving to the India, other country they are putting it. So I will show you the site. This Gandhian heritage site. It's India. This many sites they are visiting during the independence activity. Bangladesh is one of the subcontinental country he visited, and also the other country like United Kingdom and South Africa. he has visited. So I just go with the one this Gujarat site, and it shows on a map there is a major area they do the movement during the independence. So when I zoom this city, you can see that there is a 3 places in Ahmedabad. So I just you can just see the below the list of this this location. Even you can see there is some which virtual tools are there. This virtual tool is developing using the LiDAR technology, and it's a real time. Right now, it's a developing tool. It's having some having details or some having not. So
Satyagraha Ashram Sabarmati.
you can listen the history of that particular location also. Even you can go to the particular location and find it out what is the detail. So you can explore if you want. The next is Google Street Map. You all are knows about the Google Street Map, that when you Google Map, you can track the one cartoon on a street, and then you can see the view of the street. How it's developed? It's developed by the Google and collaborative contributors. It's having millions of the panoramic photograph. So when this photograph captured by Google, it's have a car mounted with the camera, 3D camera, and it's taken a 3D pictures with the 60% overlapping of the each other photographs. After capturing this photograph, they try to matches with the every single item with the each photograph with the speed of the car, because when car is moving, it's taking a photograph, and also with the location with the GPS, because camera have a GPS sensor. They take a location of that and then try to make a seamless photograph using the algorithm developed by the Google, and make a seamless photograph and put it 3D view photograph, and then put it on a Google, attaching with the Google Street map. And when we look this Google Street Map, we can also see the older street view and how it changes with the over period of the time. The another application is Google has developed for the Google Art and Culture, because UNESCO declares some site every year as a wonder world. So I just put this one castle of the France, because I visited this castle where I can found it when I move in a particular castle, in a particular room. I can see the video that how it changes over period of time, over period of the kings are changing, how it's changing the room style and everything. So, and it's This also considering the history and connected with the recent technology, how some engineering part is emerged through the history. Basically, this castle is famous for the water engineering. So you can just see how the history can be seen. This is also available on the place. Oh, you can explore and view the videos on this site. This is the UN Veto tourism data dashboard. This dashboard is developed by UN, and if you see this dashboard, you can see many of the dashboard available with the different topics and different parameters like travel trackers, tourism recovery trackers, then international tourism during the particular time, COVID time, and how it's effect to the tourism employment, seasonally how it's changed, even comparing the expenditure and everything. So I just go one of this, how the accommodation is demanding. So here you can see that's accommodation capacity and the demand. You just go with the any of that. This is the overall world view, how the different countries are measured and how it's measured with the different parameters. You can select the continental. You can also select the subcontinental and also with the country, and see the information regarding how the demanding during this is for 2019. This this is not updated after the 2019 because of COVID. It's not, data is available, so it's not updated. So up to 2019 is available. You can see the it's starting from the 2000 to 2019. So next, you can explore more with the another things. Another is story map. Story map is one of the best tool where people are explaining their place of the visit with their own views. So this story map is developed by some people for the Yellowstone Park in California, and they are developing this story map using the ArcGIS. So you can see the details are available, where it is located and how much area they are consisting, and various photograph, and what is the importance they putting in a link. Might be this can be, you can learn in a future maybe. So we can say without maps we can spatially blind. We need maps to our everyday life. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Darshana. I don't know if you have any question on some of these topics. I think the first part is related to more to technology, some sample about tourism. Do you, from the UNTO website, is it also possible to download the data? Or it's only
It's only for visible.
So it's only a dashboard,
yes.
But you cannot download the data.
Yeah.
Capacity, accommodation, and so on. Are you sure?
Yes.
Go to the dashboard here, for example. Go somewhere. Accommodation capacity. Okay.
This is the demand.
Yes. Nights, guests. It's not possible to download anything.
No, and this is developed in a Microsoft Power BI, and that's what is developed.
Because this would be, it's a very interesting website with interesting data worldwide, but if it's not possible to, let me check. Here.
Yeah. It's going to the.
Back here. But because this could have been interesting for some projects, because they are very interesting information, but if it's not possible. Do you have some question, or do you want to know something about India universities, or something like that? Any interest in these topics? Doesn't seem to be any question. So you were asking to go away before a little bit earlier. At what time? Shall we go on a little bit more, or do you need to go right now?
No problem. Just a few minutes.
Okay. So I can. So we stop here. This part, and I will tell you. I will do. Thank you, Darshana. How do I close all this way? I think. So I have prepared something. Okay, it's here. Okay. First of all, couple of things regarding the next lessons. So next week we have only. Give me a second. I find the. Okay, so next week we have only Wednesday. Okay, because then it's Easter holiday. The 20th of April there will be Promo Turismo for to describe the data that you can ask for your project, or any data they are storing, and they are available to share with companies, public administrations, and so on. And then we will have this is sure. I mean, not any more question marks. So here 28 is sure, 20 is sure. Okay, and also it's sure the 28th of April we will have story maps, which, as I told you, is a tool for sharing stories using digital maps. And then one of these 2 days, I don't know exactly if the 4th or the 5th of May, we will have Icon, which is, as I told you, the company that is that is producing augmented virtual reality application for museums. Probably the last two lessons of the lab of Dario will be 27 and 11, but it's not yet sure the days, because we have to discuss also depending on icon availability. Okay, let's go back to the topics. Okay, today I would like to, have you ever heard about Google AdWords? Do you know what AdWords is? AdWords is the Google, let's say, tool, application, whatever you can call it as you want, that allows in any company, any private person, anyone who has a website to be let's say, positioned in one of the first pages of Google searches, paying some money. The problem is this: whoever has a business, for example, if I sell glasses, say occhiali. Okay, as you can see, in the search of the word occhiali, there are, in the first page, there are annuncio, 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 annuncio. And then if you go down, it will start here. The annuncio are finished, and here starts the, let's say, the website that should be the one that you were searching for if someone else was not paying, because anytime you find annuncio, it means that this company, Occhiali 24, is paying to Google in order to be in the first page of the search. So this company is saying, Google, whenever someone is searching for the word occhiali, I want to be one of the first link in the first page. The same is for these links. So this company, in this case Gucci, Gucci or whatever else, are paying in order to be in the first page of the search for the word occhiali. You can do this using AdWords. So you can create the campaign, you can choose the words that you want that will allow you to be in the first page. You can decide when you want to be searchable. I mean, for example, if you are producing yourself aeroplane models and you want to sell them on the web and you have your own website, it is interesting probably for you to be here in the first page, I don't know, during the evening. Why? Because probably people searching for aeromodelli, they are working during the day, and when they go back home in the evening, this is an hobby for them, and so in the evening they search for a new model or they want to buy something and so on. So using AdWords, you can tell Google, I want my website to appear as a first option in the Google search with the word aeromodelli from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Then disappear, because I know that people during the day are not looking for aeromodelli. Why do you want to limit, or why could you be interested in limiting your visibility on the web? Because every time someone clicks on this paid link, so if I click here and I go to this website, Google is counting the number of clicks and is invoicing to Occhiali24 a certain amount of money. So every time someone clicks on this link, if I click 1,000 times, they will pay 1,000 times. How much? This is depending on the value of the single words. So if you subscribe to AdWords, and it is free, you can subscribe to try how it works. One of the things it will tell you is which are the words that you are interested in. And you say, for example, occhiali. Okay, occhiali is every time someone will click on your link searching for occhiali, you will pay 0.1 euro between 10 and 12 in the morning, 0.2 euro between 3 and 4 p.m., 0.05 euro. So they will Google will tell you the cost of the word in the different times of the day, in the different days of the week. So the word occhiali has a cost depending on the time of the day and depending on the day of the week. And this means that every time someone is clicking on your link, you will pay those money. If the cost of the occhiali word is 0.5 euro, it means that if 10 persons are clicking on this link, Google will invoice you 5 euro. If 1,000 persons are clicking on your link, Google will invoice you 500 euro. If 1 million persons will click on this link, Google will invoice you 500,000 euro. So you have to take care that this is a very powerful tool, a big opportunity for you and for your company, or for your destination, or for your hotel. If someone writes Hotel Lignano, you could be the first one. But every time someone is clicking on your link, you have to pay, okay? So you can choose the time of the day you will be present, but you can also choose the budget. What does it mean? It means that you can tell Google, I want to spend 10 euros per day. So Google will count the number of clicks on your hotel link. When you reach 10 euros, this link is disappearing, and the day after it will start once more. They will be counting the clicks. They will multiply by the cost of the word, Hotel Grado. And when you reach 10 euros, the link disappears. So this is a very powerful. One of the problems of the companies producing objects, devices, or selling services is that the companies want to be in the first 2 or 3 pages of Google search. If you sell translation services, if you sell translation services, if you are in the first 2 or 3 pages, so you go to the next page and to the next page, someone will reach you. If you are in the 25th page of the Google search, no one will never reach you. So when you have a company or when you have a business, remember that it is very important to have a very nice, very interesting, very attractive website. But you have to give the opportunity to the people to reach that website. Because if you have a wonderful website and nobody knows the link of your website, you're spending money for nothing. So the first thing is to have a nice website. The second thing is, how do I can reach the first pages of Google? There are rules while developing the website. Anyone who develops websites have a list of things that needs to be done in order Google to let's say improve your ranking, and so starting from the 3rd pages, then the 2nd, and then you go in the 1st. But if you want to speed up this process, the process, you can pay using AdWords. So remember that AdWords is the tool that allows your website to be in the first page of Google, paying some money immediately. So you start the campaign and you are in the first page, but you pay. So you have to take care, you have to choose the right words, you have to verify the cost of the words, you have to define a budget, and so on. This is quite interesting, but it's also risky, because if your website is the first one and a lot of people are clicking, and then they don't like your website, so they click, they see a couple of pages, and then they go to the next one. You will pay because they have clicked, and you don't sell anything. So it's important to bring people in your website, but it's also important to keep those people in your website in order to sell the product or the services you are offering, okay? So remember this. And AdWords is very easy to use. You register, you insert your credit card, and Google, anytime someone clicks, is invoice you. I think they are invoicing monthly. Of course, for example, take a look to this sample here, Occhiali. You have Occhiali 24, Monocle, Armani, they are paying, Gucci is paying. Then you go to the one who are not paying, and you have someone, but very soon you will probably find also also Gucci, also Occhiali 24, and so on. So what I mean is that these huge companies have a very good website, so they are probably in the 2nd or the 1st page of Google. Anyway, they use AdWords to be here because they really want to be the 1st or the 2nd or the 3rd. They don't want to be the 11th, but they want to stay here. If you really want to be the first ones, you have to pay some money to Google, okay? Remember, it's very important. It's something that I want you to know. I want you to be able to describe what a word is. Once more, I want to tell you, it's important to be there, but it's also important to have a very good website. You need to do something that when someone clicks on your website, the landing page, this is called the landing page because it is the first page where you land when you click on that link, needs to be attractive, needs to be something that you say, oh, okay, yeah, okay, it's interesting, I go on searching. Because if this first landing page is not attractive, then I would do something like this. I don't like this, okay, let's go back. Let's go to the second one. Okay, this is more. It is easy to use. The images are okay, and so I prefer the second one, and I left the first one. Now this is too slow. I don't like this. It's too slow. It takes too much time, and I go back to the third one, and then and this is how usually people is behaving. So the one that I clicked here, that I have clicked here and here, they will pay, and why I stop on the third one. But also the first two will pay some money because my click has been recorded by Google. Regarding this, I only want to show you one thing. Okay, nice. I want to show you a very short video that explains what. Ok, 2 minuti 45.
Advertising on Google about ad protection, you have to try fixes. Every time a competitor or bot clicks on your ad, your advertising doesn't do. And so,
okay, this is a very short video describing how the presentation of a product can be interesting, even if it's very simple, the music, the scenes, the pictures, and so on. So in a minute, you will see the presentation of a product that you know very well, done in a way that if you start this presentation, you will wait up to the end of the presentation because it's attractive. If you don't do something like this in your website, people will not stop, and you will spend money with Google without any money back. Give me a second, I'm trying to. Okay.
a couple of videos just shows you how this thing works. Let's run that video.
Okay, this is the object is very well known. It's a very simple way to present it, but when you start the music and you start the first couple of images, then you stay there up to the end. This is what you have to ask to the company that will produce your website, to the let's say the experts in graphics, in producing videos. You have to be very, very careful of what is the level of interest that someone who are not you, because you know the business, you know the product, you take a look to your website and you say, oh, it's very nice. But you have to try to understand what is the feeling and what will be the feeling and the behavior of people which is not which are not knowing very well the product, which are not knowing very well the business, the feeling they have the first time they click on your website. It's really very important. So when you will have your own business, remember that the landing page is the first feeling that people has with your website, with the website of your hotel, the website of your business. It's really very important. Otherwise, no use to spend money in AdWords. Okay. One more minute. Yes. 1 more minute. This is a very interesting website. Google is spending a lot of money financing research. Financing research. They are not spending any more money in financing research. Okay. So they are looking, Google is looking for collaboration with universities. So if you have some ideas of projects, of business, of things that you want to do research on, remember, go through this website, Google Research. You will have quite easily, it's really not complicated to apply for this money, quite easily between 20 and 40,000 euro to try to do and to implement your idea. The request needs to be done by a university, so you have to search for a professor applying for this together with you. But Google is financing thousands of projects worldwide related to things they are interested in. So if you go through this website, you will have the list of the topics they prefer, of the timing. I think it's a couple of times per year, in September and in March probably. But if you have some idea coming from your studies or from your interests, take a look to this website, because if you find something fitting, then you search for a professor. You can do the application. I did it 4 or 5 times, and I got the money for the students 2 times. So 50% of the times I applied, I got the money for the student to do its own, to try to do its own research. Google is not asking anything. They only want, they will give you the money, and they will tell you anytime, if whatever you produce in this research, remember that you always have to write supported by Google. This project received a grant by Google. That's all. They want to see the results, and if they are interested, they can also finance, keep on financing your project, calling you in the US to verify with you if this could be a potential business, and so on. So if you have any idea, go to this website that you will find in the document, here in this document, because it's not difficult to get this money. Okay. Okay, I think we can stop here, and we will meet on Thursday, on Wednesday next week. Any question?